next time. And just again, a reminder, if you have winter holiday music that you like or Thanksgiving music that you like, send me a message so I can add it so we can celebrate everyone's holidays, not just Christmas. Because I don't know much about Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any other winter holidays other than Christmas, but I don't want to exclude them either.
Thank you, Francis. I will definitely give you some Hanukkah song selections. I think Gabrielle and I got that covered, Gabe too. But happy Red and Black Week, happy Red and Black color wearing day, I guess. I got my red and my black, you know, I gotta rep it. Let me think. I think I actually have an announcement. So for LitMag, we are basically doing like a prompt right now just about the election, how you're feeling about it. You can, you know, write diary style, just like a reflection of how you're feeling. You can do some art that relates to it, anything like that. You can look at litmag_york.org on Instagram. We have a Google Forms where you can like submit stuff anonymously, so you don't have to, you know, have your name in there. Or you can send it to litmag@york.org. Anything like that, please submit. We'd love to see some of your work. But besides that, I think we have some other announcements. Kevin?
Yeah, happy Red and Black Week, everybody. I got my red on. So we got a couple announcements. We're gonna start off with Dr. Cicchetti.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here to talk about Model UN and the Distinguished Global Studies program. Just want to let you know Model UN has 4 conferences back-to-back this month. They're working really hard. One this Saturday in Lyceum in Monterey, and then the next weekend in Stanford. 4 students have gone to Panama virtually to a conference, and I'd like you to join me in congratulating Camila Martin for receiving the Diplomacy Award as the delegate of Argentina. Next Wednesday at Forum, you're going to hear presentations from 3 seniors who are on their last step to becoming distinguished global scholars. So they are Courtney and Leonardo and Cynthia. So that's 10 a.m. next Wednesday. And so here today, I just wanted to answer the questions, what is a distinguished global scholar and how can I be one too? Okay, so I'm just going to show you some resources and explain a little bit about the program I'm going to present. So essentially, it gives you an opportunity to think through, if you're interested in global studies, what is it that York offers? What can I take advantage of? What path can I follow? And how can I demonstrate that interest and what I've learned to the world? Okay, so am I presenting? It doesn't. I am. Oh, cool. Okay. All right. So you do this in 3 major ways. Okay. So it's about the courses you take, your extracurriculars, studying abroad in the summer for 3 weeks. And the exception is a lot of programs have been canceled because of COVID. So we are offering alternative experiences while that's happening. And then your senior year, you do a project and presentation. So in a little more detail, what this means is that for coursework, you want to be in YAS 4 of Chinese or French or Spanish. And you want to be in an elective course, that one of these listed here, or a second modern language. Furthermore, you want to have 2 or more years of at least one of these activities, which I'll let you just glance at this. Okay. And then finally, as I mentioned, you have the International Study Abroad with CIEE or a similar program. And then the final project and presentation, which you'll hear about from the global scholars on Wednesday. Okay? So if you want to look at this information more closely, you all have access to this haiku page. It's called Global Studies. It's in your extras tab, and you can see you've got the various programs that we offer on the left sidebar. I've zoomed in here on Global Studies. You can see who you can talk to, myself, Mr. Raymond, or Jay-Z. More detailed information on the requirements, applications your senior year. This is a progress sheet you can fill out to see how far along the path you've gone, examples of projects, etc. Okay, so that's really the nuts and bolts is on that haiku page. It's really valuable information. If you're just trying to get a better idea, like general concept, better idea of the general concept, go to the website, to Global Studies. And there's a couple of links I want to draw your attention to. One is, these are profiles of previous global scholars from last year. So you can just get a quick snapshot of what that looks like in a few sentences, in a short paragraph. Okay. And then also, there's another important link on the website, which is these projects. So Matthew Galloway, who graduated last year, made this website, and you can get a much more detailed view of what their projects look like, so you have some examples. Okay. So that is that. Please come to me if you have any questions, and looking forward to seeing you all forum next Wednesday to hear the 3 presentations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up, we have Gabrielle. It's going to go over Red and Black Week.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so for tomorrow's Red and Black Week event, we're going to be having a York faculty trivia game, Kahoot, at lunch in the break meet. So if you want to learn some fun and crazy facts about your teachers, I highly encourage you to come. I've been reading through some of them, and they're totally awesome. So yeah, tomorrow here at lunch. And then Courtney?
And then today, as you guys are most likely aware, hopefully aware, today was the day where you all supposed to be wearing red and black. So we're trying to take a picture of everyone in their red or black. So if you are wearing red or black today, do you think you could turn your cameras on? If not, you don't have to have your cameras on, because we're really hoping for that shot of everyone in their red or black. I think, Miss Q, are you taking the screenshot?
Yeah, I will be taking
Okay, perfect. So yeah, just like if you're, turn your cameras on, maybe quickly turn your audio too, just so it shows up on the screen. You don't have to keep it on just momentarily, but.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Come on, people, please turn on your cameras. We want to have a very full effect, but this is good. Okay, why don't we just smile and I'll count down, and then we'll just take the picture, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, amazing. And then if you want, you can just like wave and smile for the video. Yay, okay, thanks guys.
All right, thank you guys. Okay, Mr. Key. Mr. Key has an announcement.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Ever since Tuesday, I've been thinking about what kind of advice I could give all of you about the election. And I ended up deciding that really the advice I could give has nothing to do with our political system. And instead, it really has to do with how can we react to events like the election and other stressful things in our life. So I want to start with saying this is not a political commentary. This is a nonpartisan advice-giving session on how we can manage our own anxiety and stress. It might seem obvious at the end, but I also have learned through my 51 years that the most obvious advice needs to be repeated the most often. So I want to start with something that you already know, and that is humans like to be in control. Everyone wants to make their own decisions that will positively impact their lives. However, there are events like the election, the pandemic, that significantly impact us, that we might feel like we have no ability to influence those events for our benefit or others' benefit. And you'd be right. I can't make the election results come any faster no matter how many times I refresh my browser. I can't speed up the delivery of a COVID-19 vaccine. I can't quarterback the 49ers while Jimmy Garoppolo is injured. You've probably heard the phrase before, you can only control what you can control. And it might sound cliche, but for me, this advice has been essential for my own well-being. I had a former colleague and friend at my previous school, Dr. Martha Carmody, one of the wisest people I've ever been around, who is the school psychiatrist. And she was masterful at helping students who were struggling to solve what the student determined were insurmountable problems. And here's her advice, and my advice for you. So number one, embrace your emotions. Identify what you're feeling and know it's human to have those emotions. It's okay to be angry, sad, anxious, confused, perplexed, whatever the emotion is, when you have to confront a problem or an event that seems beyond your control. What she always said, though, that I always remember, is that most people get stuck here, that they get stuck wallowing in their own emotions. And here's where she did her best work with students. She always got them to see, in the hundreds of meetings I was in with her over the years, that you have to take the next step. And the next step is ask yourself, what small thing or things can I do to solve this problem for me? Not solve the problem for the world, not solve the problem for your friend or your family, solve the problem for you. Because remember, you can only control what you can control. And she always said it was really important to come up with a few concrete action items, no matter how mundane, to control your reaction to events. So it could be volunteering at the food bank, as we do every Wednesday, or volunteer as a poll worker, as many faculty and students did on Tuesday. My wife makes masks as a way to control her reaction to the pandemic. She's doing something, albeit small, to mitigate her anxiety and help others. So my concluding remarks are these. When confronted with an event or events you can't control, write down one or two things you can do for you to respond, and then do them. Remember, you can only control what you can control. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Key. We got a couple more announcements and then we'll be on our way. Juliet, how's an announcement?
Yes, cooking club's meeting today at lunch, Mr. Daniel's room. We're going to talk about carrot soup and miso and just anything you've made in the last couple of weeks. So please be there. Thanks.
Okay, I have two announcements. One is normally for Thanksgiving, we put out bins and we donate some food to families in need. Obviously, we can't really do that this year the same way. But what we can do is starting Monday, I think we're going to do kind of the same thing. If you have cohorts, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or picture day on Wednesday, you're going to be on campus at some point. So we're hoping that some people can bring in some food. There's going to be more details soon about specifics. But just be on the lookout for Monday and that week. I think we're going to have it up for 2 weeks until we go off for Thanksgiving break. But it'd be really helpful, especially in time like right now. A lot of businesses are struggling. A lot of families are struggling. So if you guys can, it would mean a lot to, you know, those people in need. That's my first announcement, and be on a lookout for an email. My second announcement is pretty soon. Well, I don't know if it's going to be the same this year, but right around last year at this time, people were getting ready for a TED Talk. And believe it or not, applications are open, and you can go to, TEDxYorkSchool.org to apply. I know myself, and I think I speak for everybody who was a part of the team last year, had a thrilling time. It was up and down. It was, you know, a lot of emotions, especially leading up to it. There's a lot of fear, but there's also a lot of excitement. And when you get up there, it's a different feeling. I don't regret you know, the decision to go. I mean, moments before I did, I was scared, but I mean, looking back on it, it was an experience I can't pass up on, and it's definitely shaped a bit of my character. And I got to give it to the whole team, everybody a part of it. So if you guys are interested in that at all, you guys can apply at the website. Talk to Mr. Brookhauser, Grace, or any part of the team. I think if you go on the website, you can find the last year's team. But if you guys want to reach out, just talk about it, ask any questions. Like, we would definitely be open to that. And I 100% recommend it because it will literally change your life. So that's, yeah, scary and good. Preach. So that's all for me. I think everybody else is good. Yeah, we're almost to the weekend. It's Thursday, so enjoy your weekend. Let's hope Nevada gets their votes in pretty soon. So we'll go into the weekend with a winner. But thank you, Mr. Key, for you know, those reassuring words, because I think we need them right now. So thank you guys. Take care. Happy almost weekend.